In this episode, we're going to be discussing how to balance promotional content and educational content in marketing. When businesses or advertisers try to balance this, they often do it in reverse, so they do it backwards. Some go all in on selling, but it repels their audience. And then others stay stuck in teaching mode, but never sell anything. Now, what if the key to selling was to stop promoting altogether? What am I talking about? Well, in this episode, I'm going to show you the exact content flow that I use that attracts the right people and really builds a relationship with them and generates great sales. You'll learn the one piece of content that most people are completely missing that will be a game changer for you and your business. Let's dive right in. Let's talk about information seekers, okay? And the industry totally misunderstands this. And I guess from a perspective of paid ads, so you have an ad that leads to a promo video that leads to a low quality lead gen. When you're paying for traffic like that, they'll categorize the different traffic sources into buyers or researchers or information seekers. They're trying to get a cold, warm, or hot type calibration or assessment of, do we want to pay for this lead, or are they just looking for information? Well, in our world, we're educators, we're trainers, we're coaches, we're consultants. We've written books, we sell courses, right? So education is what we're selling. And so people that are stuck and they're searching for an answer online, we want them to find us. So our gold on the internet is answering people's questions. So this topic is called buyer intent. If you're using a keyword tool, I do question research, not so much keyword research anymore, but I use some of the same tools. And a lot of times when you get the data, you'll get the search volume, but you'll also get lots of other data such as buyer intent. And it will tell you if it's a commercial intent or if it's an information seeker, right? If it's somebody just looking for information. And the intended purpose of that is for you to filter out the information seekers. But know for us, that's actually the gold. Now, here's another reason why education is so key, right? If you compare it to paid advertising, you're pushing a promo in front of them. They're annoyed, their defenses are up, they were interrupted in what they wanted to read or what they wanted to watch, right? And so when you get a lead that way, they still have their defenses up. You've got to overcome a lot of those barriers to even have a healthy conversation. But if you educate first and not put an educational video in front of them, but you create educational content that your dream clients are searching for, they search for it and they don't put up their defenses because you're giving them what they want. There's no annoyance there, right? You haven't interrupted them, but you've created content that they are searching for. Now, at the beginning of your video, you don't need to promote yourself. You don't need to give them your credentials. You shouldn't show any branding or logos or anything that makes it look like this might be a commercial or an ad. You just start at the video and let them know, this is the topic I'm covering, which is the answer to their question. And later on in the video, you don't have to sell there either. In the end, you're not selling your products or services, your company, you. The whole video is educational. You're giving them value. Why do we do it that way? Well, think about what happens if somebody is searching for an answer, they find your video to answer their question, and now they've spent 10 or 12 minutes with you getting real solid value, getting the answer to their question. Well, now they trust you. Now they know who you are. And now there's this relationship that's begun. Now, I've talked about all the things that you do not sell in your video, but when they get to the end, there is one thing that you do sell, and that's what they should be doing next. So, two choices. If you're going to give them a free gift, we call it a lead magnet, right? You're going to say, hey, now that you've learned this answer, I've got a free resource that's going to help you implement that. You can go to my website and get that resource for free, right? So you need to sell the value of that free resource. Tell them what the resource is. Tell them how they're going to benefit if they use this free resource. The other type of call to action would be, you've watched this video, you should go watch this video next. And you need to sell the benefit of that next video. Tell them how they will benefit if they watch that next video. So that's all the selling you're going to do in your videos. That's it. If you switch from education to selling in your videos, that's bait and switch. And viewers can sense it like that. And it's going to turn them off and it's going to put up their defenses. But on the other hand, if you follow the strategy I've just recommended, if they then go to get the free gift, now they're on your website. And guess what you have all over your website? You've got promo material. You've got your logos and branding. You've got promo videos. You've got your product pages or your service pages. And what do are they going to do? They're going to navigate around. They're going to explore because they're curious and they don't feel like they're being sold to because they went there on their own and they're navigating there on their own choice. Think about how different that is. There's a relationship that's built first. Now they know who you are and they trust you and they're curious and they're watching a promo video with that emotional state. So when we're talking about how do we balance educational content and promotional content, you can be really heavier weighted on the educational side. I mean, you're going to have solid promo content, but how many promo videos do you need? How many services do you have? Or how many lead magnets do you have? How many funnels do you have? Like, make it solid, but let's say in total, you've got 5 promo videos, 5 solid promo videos on your website, depending on what people are looking for. But educational content, you can just keep pumping that content out. You can make hundreds and hundreds of videos that answer hundreds and hundreds of questions, and they all funnel in to the promo content on your website. Now, don't be stressed by that. You'll be good even just with one promo video, right? Have one free gift and have one offer that you're making on your website. Start simple, start basic. It could be that you're not even selling on your website. Your website could really just position you as the authority and invite people to schedule a one-on-one call with you. So you could create educational content that builds a relationship. You give away a free gift, and when they get that free gift, now you've got the contact information so you can reach out to them, and they'll also have a link where they can schedule an appointment with you. Now, where do you put this content? We've kind of already discussed your educational videos would be on YouTube. Do you put your promo content on YouTube? I'd say no. It's not that it's a bad thing to have them on your YouTube channel, but you're not expecting to get views on YouTube. So it can be hosted on YouTube, but it's embedded on your website. It's embedded on these landing pages, and you're expecting to direct traffic from YouTube to your website, not to a promo video on YouTube. It's probably a good idea to leave the video unlisted on YouTube. Now let me teach you another principle that might be new, but will put things into a different perspective for you. So YouTube, we're talking about using this for marketing. What's the difference between marketing and nurturing? My definition of marketing is getting in front of people who've never heard of you before, where nurturing is people that have heard of you before. You're continuing that relationship. You're staying top of mind, right? And you're keeping that relationship going. You're nurturing that. So again, marketing is getting in front of new people who've never heard of you before. So we're using YouTube as your marketing engine. People are searching, they're finding your videos, right? New people who've never heard of you before keep finding your videos. Where do you want them to subscribe? If they subscribe on YouTube, great, but it's way, way, way better and way more valuable to you if they subscribe to your email list. And your email list can be the primary way that you nurture them. You've got some type of weekly newsletter, or even better, strategically, emails that go out that continue to nurture your email list. And depending where else people want to follow you, if they find you on Facebook or LinkedIn or X or Instagram, those are all nurturing tools. If they subscribe to your podcast, that's a nurturing tool. So understanding the difference between what tools am I using for marketing and what tools am I using for nurturing. A lot of people use YouTube for nurturing, and that's fine, but what are they going to use for marketing? So now that you understand how educational content and promo content work together, I really want to teach you how this educational content works, how you can get it to rank at the top of YouTube, but also at the top of Google and ChatGPT, and how you can make it magnetically pull in your dream clients. I call it my YouTube SEO secret strategy. In fact, I'll link to another episode right there. That's the title of it, YouTube SEO secret strategy. If you want to leverage YouTube for lead generation, then that is the video you want to watch next. I'll see you there.